Running through the 6 with my woes. Count money, you know how it goes. Pray the real live forever, man. Pray the fakes get exposed.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
Hey, what's going on? How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well, and if you're not, hopefully by the end of the video you will be. So today is going to be a very busy day for me, and this video is actually going to be different than any video you have seen on this channel, and probably that you've ever seen on a YouTube video in general, but we are going to get to that in a little bit. For now, I'm going to make up some food, and I'm going to keep this pretty low calorie, mainly because I don't know what's going to be going into my body today, but it's probably not going to be the best, and I highly doubt there's going to be many fruits and vegetables. So that is going to be the goal of this meal. Get in a little bit of protein, some fruits, and some vegetables. Keep it relatively low in macros, just because, like I mentioned today, the end of the day might get a little bit crazy for me, and unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to leave you guys today. I don't know that I can take you with me, and I apologize for that, but I'm sure you understand. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make an omelet, and just using some egg beaters, some onions, some mushrooms, and some coleslaw. I've never done this, but I figured it would help add a little bit of volume and get a little bit of greens in there. But here is the thing that I'm mostly excited to share with you. So for whatever reason, I've always loved baked apples, especially if you go to a restaurant like Cracker Barrel, someplace that's known for their breakfast, and they just come out perfect every single time. Well, here is a poverty version of baked apples. Don't taste nearly as good, I'm not gonna lie to you, but they still get the job done. And it's weird because I eat apples every single day, but I don't really like them that much. It's just a convenient, cheap source of fruit. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna dice up some apples, probably 2 or 3, and then throw them in a saucepan on very low heat at first, and we're just gonna let them get warm and get them a little bit soft before we add the 3 key ingredients, which are going to be some type of sweetener. I'm gonna use stevia, some sugar-free syrup, and some caramel syrup. So without adding barely any calories, you're gonna have some baked apples that taste so much better than just eating a regular apple. And if you guys try it out, I think that you will like it. Okay, so here are the apples just by themselves, but my favorite part of the baked apples when I go places or when someone makes them homemade is the crisp part. Now, obviously that involves a lot of butter and a lot of great things that I'm not gonna be using right now, because I'm sure I'm gonna be eating plenty of butter later on in the day. I'll definitely hit that food group. So what I'm gonna do is just take this granola, this Nature Valley bar, crush it up a little bit, throw it on top. It won't be the same effect, but it will be a nice little replica. And there you have it, my friends, some macro-friendly baked apples. So we just have the omelet with a little bit of Cholula. Got the baked apples over here. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I gotta talk to you guys a little bit more. I got some explaining to do. And usually when someone says that, it's a bad thing, but this is actually gonna be a very good thing. So I'm gonna eat first, and hopefully, no, I really need to talk to you guys before I go. Alright, we're gonna hurry this up. Well, coleslaw in an omelet is actually pretty good, but not quite as good as this. Okay, so I'm subscribed to a lot of smaller YouTube channels, and one of the cool things about having a small channel is that you have to put out quality content or nobody is going to watch. The bigger channels can probably put out whatever they want. Any video they upload, a lot of people are gonna click on, like, comment, all that good stuff. But when you have not as many subscribers, you really have to focus on content, which is a good thing. You know, it holds everyone accountable and just makes for better videos. So my friend Deveau, I've been watching him since he first started the channel out of Canada. We got into this little competition, who could deadlift 500 pounds first. Obviously, he beat me while he was dieting for a bodybuilding show. We're not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna hold it against him. But he has very good content. His videos are very well produced. He's invested a lot of time and money into his channel. Now, he's sitting at around 400 subscribers, but that does not mean he does not have a great channel. So I think if more people were aware of him, they would subscribe and really enjoy his videos as much as I did. So what I have asked him to do is make a video for me, and I am going to include it in the next clip. So I have asked him to actually make something that's very high volume and will help you guys out there that are on lower macros. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and if you do, go over there, subscribe to his channel if you like his content. My goal is to get him as close as possible to 1,000 subscribers, because I know how big of a goal that is. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, my mind was just like, 1,000 people? It's actually the day that I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I mean, I know 1,000 isn't a lot, but wow. Like, this number has a comma in it. This was nuts. And he really does deserve it. And obviously, so many bigger channels out there have helped me. So the least I can do is try to pay it forward a little bit. So check it out. Thanks again, Riley. Enjoy, guys. I'll be back later.
Hey guys, now I know what you're thinking right off the bat. This is not Travis. And yes, you're right. Travis is busy. He's trying to catch up to me and finally deadlift 500 pounds. So I'm gonna take over for a little bit. Let me introduce myself. My name is Riley Deveau, Black Dog Fitness, and I am a fitness YouTuber from Toronto, Ontario. Very small channel, but I do appreciate every single one of the followers that I have. And Travis has been an amazing friend to me and an amazing person, and allowed me to be featured on his channel to hopefully entice you guys into subscribing to me. So, what are we gonna do today? I'm gonna show you a recipe. What I'm gonna be making is a shepherd's pie, but not just any shepherd's pie, the most voluminous, filling shepherd's pie you will ever eat in your life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys through this recipe, and then while it's cooking, I'm sort of gonna talk to you a little bit about who I am and what I do, but mainly we're gonna focus on the food, because if you're on Travis's channel, let's be honest, you're there for the food. And if you do end up subscribing to my channel, which I'm sure Travis put the link in the description box down below, it's mostly about the food as well and not my mediocre lifting. So without further ado, let's get on with this recipe. P.S. Travis Buddy OVO repping it just for you. So right off the bat, I'm gonna list all the ingredients right here. Now, the one thing that I wanna make clear is keep in mind I have lean meat written down, lean minced meat, but really it depends on what you're using that's gonna change up the macros. I'm using extra lean bison meat, which per 100 grams has 4 grams of fat, so that's what I'm gonna be using, so that's what my recipe is based off of. But you can use extra lean ground beef, ground turkey if you want, you can use ground fish if you want. I'm sure it would all take, okay, ground fish might not taste great, but you can use any kind of ground red or white meat. Okay guys, so right off the bat, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is cut up your sweet potatoes, because they take the longest. I'm using 500 grams of sweet potato and 200 grams of pumpkin, 230 grams of pumpkin, and that's just because I probably am on higher macros than you guys. I am on a high carb day, so I have to hit that. You could arguably do this with all pumpkin, but I think the sweet potato gives it a much needed texture. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut up your sweet potato, put it in a pot. So you're gonna boil it until it's fork tender. That means until you can slide a fork through with little or no resistance. Right after that, you're gonna preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Now, you're not really gonna be cooking in the oven other than for like 20 minutes, but it's just to brown the top of it. So you're gonna want it at a very high heat. For those of you in the UK, it's gonna be around 200 degrees. Right after that, you can get to work on your vegetables. Really, any root vegetables will work. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut them up. I'm using carrots and onions. You don't have to cut them up fine. You want nice chunky pieces. I'm using about 200 grams of carrots, 200 grams of onions, but you could use parsnips, turnip, whatever you really want. Throw them in a really hot pan with some herbs, whatever you'd like. I like sage and garlic, so that's what I used. Then right after that, you're gonna brown your mince. I am using ground bison. Like I said, throw it in a hot pan, get it nice and brown. Cook them off until they get some nice color on them, and then you're gonna add the mince to the pan with the vegetables and add in some gravy mix. Now, I am using reduced sodium Swiss Chalet style gravy mix, but really you can use whatever you want. Like I said, this recipe is very flexible. While the vegetables simmer in the gravy mix, you are going to mix up your sweet potatoes, which should now be fork tender, with, like I said, 240 grams of pumpkin, but really how much ever pumpkin you want to use, and some kind of cheese. Because Travis has, from the bottom of his heart, let me be on his channel, I am using reduced fat ricotta just for him. If you guys watch his channel, obviously, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna mix up the ricotta with the pumpkin, then I'm gonna add that to the sweet potato, mash it all up, and spread it over the top. Then all we're gonna do is slide it into the oven for about 20 minutes to brown the top. You can sprinkle it with Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, whatever you want. I just went with salt and pepper. And honestly, it should be done right about now, so I'm gonna go get it out of the oven, and I'll show you guys what we're working with. So guys, that is what we are working with. Look at the size of this. That is my hand compared to that. And as you can see, the gravy has come up a little bit, but this is solid and hot. Oh my god. But so delicious. I am so excited to eat this, and I am so excited to see you guys. If you decide to make this and you want to like message me and let me know that you made it, tell me how full it made you, because I cannot finish this without a little bit of a struggle. And I think I'm gonna film a little bit of me eating it just so you guys can see how good it actually is and that I'm not just making crap up and lying to you. So there you have it, guys. All in all, that recipe is about 1,200 calories the way that I made it. But if you use no sweet potato and you bring down a little bit of the ground meat, because I used a lot, I used 400 full grams, you don't have to use that much. You can bring it down to below 800 calories and it will fill you up, especially if you use a lot of pumpkin, because pumpkin is very low carb and very, very good and very filling. But me, I had to use the extra carb because that's the kind of thing you're gonna find on my channel. Lots of carbs, lots of fats, lots of proteins, macros, food porn, all that good stuff. So I want to say another amazing thank you to Travis for letting me be featured on his channel. If you are interested in some lifting, some food porn, my ugly mug, someone who's actually deadlifted 500 pounds, then come over and check out my channel, Riley Deveau, Black Dog Fitness, that is me. By the way, the whole 500-pound thing, if you go back and look at my videos, I was making fun of Travis and we were kind of racing to 500 and I got there, but I'm in a little bit of a prep right now, so I'm nowhere near that strong anymore, so don't get your hopes up, but that is kind of why I say I'm a mediocre lifter now. So when I was chubby, I was strong. Right now, not so strong. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this clip from me on Travis's channel. I hope you guys do decide to come check me out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you do come check me out, and I will see you guys very soon.
So huge thank you to Riley for doing that for me. I know that it's hard to come in on someone else's channel and do a video, especially you only have a few minutes to introduce yourself. So I think he did a great job. Hopefully you guys do as well. And like I said, I really want to see his channel grow. So if you guys enjoyed his content, please go over there and subscribe. I know he would really appreciate it. And it'd be cool for me to be able to give back just like other people have given to me. So what happened that night is that I came home and I ate, what did I have? Oh, I had a peanut butter protein brownie. So I used that peanut butter cup PES protein. It's the first time I tried it in a brownie and I'm actually going to make a whole new video on it, but it was successful. So there's only 2 proteins now that I have found to be good, or not good, but to be the best in the brownie, which are Dimethyl Elite XT and then the PES. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And now it is time for me to go and shoot another video. I'm always hustling for you guys. Hustling. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Let me know what you think about featuring someone else on this channel. I would like to do that a little bit more. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a lot of small channels that I watch that I think deserve more exposure. So hopefully I'll be able to feature a few other people. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It always means a lot. And I'll talk to you guys next time.